INFJs often feel really misunderstood. It makes sense considering they are one of the rarest of the 16 personality types. However, they do get it. They get that most people don't understand them. Many of their qualities can be really hard to understand. They even get confused about it themselves, so they never actually expect other people to truly get them. But why is that? Why are INFJs so misunderstood? Make sure to watch till the end of the video because I'm going to cover 7 of the top reasons why INFJs are so misunderstood. Even if you're not an INFJ, watch till the end because this video is going to help you understand your INFJ friends and loved ones a whole lot better. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting us off today is INFJs crave connection with people, but can't spend too much energy on just anyone. INFJs crave to have a deep connection with people and to have close friends they can share anything and everything with. But at the same time, they also want to be alone. INFJs can't spend too much time around people. Sounds ironic, right? INFJs themselves are pretty annoyed by it too. They desire to go out and form new bonds, but then when they do go out, they usually regret it. The main reason for that is because they absolutely hate small talk. And let's face it, any deep connection starts from small talk. INFJs absolutely hate that phase of the process. If there isn't an immediate vibe, an INFJ might never try for a second conversation with that person. One of the most dominant functions for INFJs is introverted intuition. That means they're more interested in everything that's going on around them and the deeper meanings of things. That means an INFJ would rather chat about your childhood and why you are the way you are than ask you about your favorite color or food. Other people, on the other hand, could find that extremely uncomfortable for a first conversation. That's the dilemma that INFJs are locked in and no one else really understands. Number 6 on our list of the misunderstood INFJ is they are amazing at writing but stumble a lot when talking. If you truly want to understand an INFJ, you'll realize there's a lot more to understand from reading what they write instead of hearing what they say. That might sound funny, but it's an actual reality for all INFJs around the world. We all know INFJs aren't much of a talker. If you meet them in a group or even one-on-one, they're usually more of a listener than a talker. They won't share a lot of their emotions or feelings with other people, but they do need a channel to let them out. And that channel is usually writing. That doesn't mean an INFJ is never a good speaker. It just means that they're better at writing because it isn't a spontaneous activity. Talking is too spontaneous for most INFJs. On the other hand, when writing, they can take time to connect the dots and understand just what they want to say. When INFJs talk, their thoughts are usually scattered considering there's always a lot going on in their head. But when writing, they can take time to process their thoughts before putting it out there. That's why you might have noticed INFJs are usually better at discussing their problems over text than face-to-face. Other people, on the other hand, don't understand that. Next up in number 5 is INFJs are usually kind and forgiving, but they will completely shut people out. It's a fact that INFJs are very warm and kind people. They're there to help you whenever you need it and be there to listen to help you through your problems. However, this kind side of INFJs doesn't always last. When someone happens to abuse their kindness, INFJs are also great at completely shutting them out and never looking back. INFJs are always there for you. In fact, they often put the needs of other people over their own, and they'll give people a lot of chances. But once they're done, they simply won't look back. It doesn't exactly mean they don't care about the other person anymore. In fact, they might still actually care a lot, but shutting them out simply means they've given up on the other person completely. It means they have tried to ask for change so many times, but it falls on deaf ears. And now they're simply done. Nothing you say or do can bring them back. However, when INFJs reach that point, other people often misunderstand them as being rude or thinking they're overreacting. Number 4 today is INFJs are quiet and calm, yet sensitive and extremely emotional. If you meet an INFJ, you'll probably think they're calm because they're quiet. You might think they don't have too many emotions, but it's actually completely the opposite. When it comes to emotions and feelings, INFJs can be really complex people, and most others don't get it, which of course becomes a reason for INFJs to feel so misunderstood. Now the thing is, yes, when you meet them, INFJs come out as very calm and quiet, but that's just on the exterior. On the inside, they're extremely sensitive and emotional. Many people have absolutely no idea just how sensitive INFJs can be. The only people that know are a few handful of people that actually get a chance to be close to an INFJ, because they don't just let anyone in they meet. They're very picky about who they become friends with and who they get close to, and only those people have an idea of the emotions of an INFJ. Yet they even hide their true emotions from those people sometimes. And no, they don't do it on purpose. They're just very private people, and it hurts them when other people don't understand it just because they don't always show their feelings on the outside. Make sure to hit that like button if you've gotten some value from this video so far. That signals YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Kicking off our top 3 today is INFJs think very logically but also make extremely illogical decisions. Some people think INFJs are extremely smart. On the other hand, some people think INFJs are really dumb. However, both of these people completely misunderstand an INFJ. INFJs are absolutely intelligent. However, they're just different. People think they're smart because in many cases, INFJs tend to find a very analytical and smart approach to problems. In fact, if you tell them a problem, you'll notice an INFJ will find a very unique approach to solve it. On the other hand, while it might be a unique and unconventional approach, INFJs don't always find the most logical solutions to problems. Their cognitive functions, introverted intuition, and extroverted feeling combine together when they're trying to make a decision. And when combined, the decision can either be very intelligent or completely illogical. Now, an illogical solution doesn't exactly mean it's a bad option, and it definitely does not mean INFJs are dumb. INFJs are actually very logical and extremely intelligent people. They just don't always let logic affect their decisions because of their extroverted feeling, and the rest of the world just doesn't get it. In the runner-up spot is INFJs want to save the world, but mostly just daydream about it. Talking about cognitive functions, as I've mentioned before, one of the most dominant functions of an INFJ is introverted intuition. That means they focus on the bigger picture. It means they think of the ideal future and think of ways on how they can get there. And that doesn't only mean their own ideal future. INFJs also think of ways they can save the world and make it a better place. But here's the issue. They're ideal thinkers, not necessarily ideal doers. When it comes to planning, they're absolutely great at it. They will spend a whole lot of their time planning on how to get to the ideal future. But again, their focus is only on the bigger picture. So when it comes to actually executing the plan, they also need to focus on the details. Well, INFJs aren't necessarily too great at that. Too many details stress out an INFJ, and that's why a lot of their plans go to waste. While it's a legitimate problem for INFJs, other people tend to think that they're lazy and just waste their time daydreaming. Topping our list, and the number 1 reason INFJs are so misunderstood, is they look serious and intense, but that's definitely just a look. When it comes to intuition and thinking, both of these functions are introverted for INFJs. That means they usually prefer to be alone and spend a lot of time in their heads. When they are around people or out in public, that usually translates into a deep, intense expression on their face, which put people off at first glance. Because of that, when it comes to talking to new people, they might come off as too serious or intense, but that's entirely because of their introverted side. They're just taking everything in, including what you're saying, doing, not doing or saying, and your body language. They actually really like interacting with new people and getting to know them on a deeper level. However, sadly, most people misunderstand their intense stare and don't take the opportunity to truly get to know them. Are you an INFJ? And if so, do you have any experiences with these reasons you were so misunderstood? Make sure to tell me your stories in the comments below. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.